And gamers of gaming,
Hey guys.
we have 4 lives left to sacrifice to the one and indomitable Nick Bruiser.
Yeah.
Brandon has gone through his finger calisthenics. He's gotten he's achieved a sense of inner peace.
I got one of those.
We are totally ready to go.
I got one of those, the stress exercise.
Yeah, well,
things
stress.
guitar.
Yeah, so we're ready to go, and hopefully one of these lives will be the end of Nick Bruiser's life. So good start. Yeah, good start. Arm break. Let's see. We're gonna see if Brandon can switch up some of his tactics here and hopefully start landing some real deal damage against our friend Bruiser here. Actually, he's not our friend. F him. Of this just over masculine Adonis son of a bitch.
Okay.
And there's the good start. Good start to the first life.
I took a little break, so it's on me.
Took a little break, so I got to get out of the. He's got to get back in this flow. Yeah, but as we've said in previous streams before, it's not so much that his combos are impossible to understand the telegraphing of it, but at the same time, the standard punches are just they're devastators. They're brutal. They're brutal. There's no other way to describe it, folks. But as I said previously, I have been enjoying watching both Brandon's innate hope and frustration in attempting this. And I think the one thing we've discovered about Bruiser is that in those intermediate moments, you can't leave him enough time to start dealing damage. You always have to be trying to hit him, no matter what. Even if you get the first in, you got to get your blows in when you can, because he's just like, I think, quite figuratively, it's like taking down a mountain. You're chipping away at the mountain.
Yeah.
There until he breaks your arm, and then the mountain hurts you.
Yeah.
I think we should do a new age super punch out where
Is that 3 already? Man.
yeah, and that is life, folks.
Yeah.
In just under 2 minutes. Bravo. Bravo.
New record for Nick Bruiser.
For Nick Bruiser in destroying puny human opponents.
I got this. I got it.
We got it now. Because we have 3 lives left.
That's good. That's more than we've had previously.
He keeps telling us not to try, but we're saying, fuck you, man. We're trying. We're trying so hard right now. All right, back at it again. Not to overuse this phraseology, but I feel like we've been here before.
Yeah.
I'm just going to comment on his outfit. I don't get why your whole getup is gold, but you have green boots. Makes no sense. You should fire your stylist, Bruiser.
Okay.
And
Now
there
he's
we
in
go.
the normal.
Yeah.
No, he's not in the normal punch.
No, he's not in the normal. And there he is, folks.
Those are insane. I know how to dodge it. It's so
just
hard.
his brain refuses to acknowledge these facts.
I know dodge when he freezes. When he's
Dodge
doing that,
when he
but
freezes.
Man, it's hard. Okay, 2 hits.
See, just like most games, though, I feel like the less you think about it, the better you do.
Yeah.
You just let that pure Zen gaming flow. Because in our downtime in between episodes, we've done some research, and apparently there are folks out there who I would really love to find one of these videos who apparently have gotten this game down to such a science. They've actually managed to defeat this man in virtually 20 seconds. And you did not mishear me, 20 seconds.
Man, I'm doing a little better, but man, that's a hard.
What's that from? That's a perfect movie quote. Oh no, nobody's talking about civil rights. You never really win. You just do a little better.
Yeah.
I just can't get over the arm break.
The arm break's hard.
Is such a devastator.
Well, when you hit him, you have to hit him from the other side to get the combo. And
Yeah.
it's just impossible.
Yeah. It's almost like you're softening
Here's
him
a
up.
knockdown.
Here we go. Finally, knockdown.
It's on my
So now he's even
second
harder.
ever.
I think that is realistically your second ever. Before he gets up immediately and just disgraces
Full
himself
health bar.
by letting you stay there. But I'm going to call him getting the first series of punches. There we go. See, that gives me some hope. Before he does that huge fade. Oh, man, that fade is brutal. Is actually realistically, dodging you now. That's what kills me in the second stage of this guy, even. He's just insane in dodging. And that's another life, folks.
Wow, I thought that was only 2. Oh, well.
So that's for one. So now we have two lives left on this video.
We're getting better.
We're getting a little better each time. But unfortunately, maybe when Brandon's editing this, we can put together a Team America montage.
I'm not,
because everybody knows that every time in a montage you show a little improvement.
Yeah.
Gonna need a montage.
So from just a beginner to a pro. Because that's one thing we've always tried to stress for viewers out there is we are not professional gamers. We are avid gamers, but we are in no means competitive gamers, and so our skill set is greatly dependent on the amount of time we actually spend with this game. And I honestly think if it wasn't for 1994,
I was doing so good.
And I think if not for 1994 Brandon's love affair with Super Punch-Out, we would have gotten this far in this many series of episodes.
I have beaten him before, folks, but it's been a long time.
It's been nearly a decade. As sad as that is to say.
Yeah.
Saying in between that decade, there's been a girlfriend, a wife, and a child.
Yeah. Well, that's two.
That's two, folks. Keep it going.
I got one more life.
We're so happy that you've been hanging with us on Game Gamers of Gaming.
He's doing so good.
To watch this here. As unfortunately, Brandon's brain lured him into a false sense of security, where, with that giant monster smash elbow, he was quickly defeated.
You get hit by that.
Yeah, you get by hit. It's like getting hit with a sledgehammer in real life to the side of your head. And that's another life, folks.
Yeah, that was
so here we are.
Hearing mash on the controller like I'm gonna get
down to the wire. Down to the wire, folks. We are coming back with his last life. This is the last life before.
Remember how I was doing better the previous lives?
Remember how you were doing
not
so
that
well?
one.
No, not that one. That one was like a giant leap back for mankind right there.
Yeah. Neil Armstrong jumped off
the moon into the sun and just fucking died.
All right. I'm going zero.
He's going in. Yeah. He's going in. We're taking down Bin Laden.
Feels like it.
Taking down Bin Laden's huge Russian brother. See, this one's just so fast. It's like he knows. There we go. There we go. Getting some work in. Oh yeah, there we go. Big one. Hopefully keep it. Yeah, I'm gonna say watch those straight punches. Oh man, folks, I gotta tell you, I feel like I gotta start taking heart medication after the end of this one, man. Because there's been some ups, there's been some downs, and I've been here every step of the way. And I gotta say, I've enjoyed the ride. So that would be the best way to capitalize on this ride. We could cap it off with the W before we move on to another classic retro game in our next stream.
I can't think that through. It's I know I can dodge them all, but man, it's hard.
Yeah. So we are now 1-0 in knockdowns. One for Brandalog, who's slowly working on his first, which will be his third knockdown in the series.
No, well, maybe not.
Maybe not. but we wanted to thank you for sticking with us, because that's the one thing. Games are not Hollywood. Sometimes there aren't happy endings. And as much as my innate optimism wants my friend to pull this one out, if it ends,
we'll come back to it at some point. But
we'll come back to it just for the fun of it. But we know you never want to get burned down at a game. That's another great rule of gaming. You never want to burn yourself out on something.
1-1
is that friend. Yeah. Oh, okay. We're at 2-1.
Oh, did he knock me down twice?
Yeah. So Brandon has one more time up after this, and hopefully now we get him down. Because honestly, for me personally, as the person who's been watching you play, if you can manage to get him on that,
that's it. Go ahead though. What
were you
saying? No, that was
like I said, you had two. You had two. Yeah. This is the last one. But I was saying, if you can manage to even knock him down the second time, to me that will be a victory
in
and of itself. Because then we'll finally get to see his super final life form.
Yeah, he turns into Mega Frieza.
Yeah, Mega Frieza. Which I can totally see. But, oh, man.
I'll take half of them.
Yeah. There we go. There we go.
Oh.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Sorry, folks. That's all I can say right now. Oh, man. Come on. Come on. We got this. We got this. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Let it ride. And there it is, folks. That's all she wrote.
This controller has been thrown.
This Cinderella story has come to a close, and we are once more get the death Roman salute by the Bruiser.
Punch out one, Brandon 0.
Brandon 0 if you're keeping score at home. So thank you so much for hanging out with us again for this stream of Super Punch Out. We'll be coming back.
They saw me beat all those other people, right?
Yeah, I mean, you go back and just see the highlights, the good moments.
It looked good. It looked like I had this.
It's true. It's true. But next time we'll be coming at you with another retro game. So once again, I am Digitom.
I'm Branalog. Like, comment, subscribe.
Branalog Bruiser.
Tell me I'm a quitter.
tell you're a rage quitter.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you guys soon.
Bye-bye.